guys, lesson 93. We're going to hop right in it. So hopefully you did your problem solving. Another Venn diagram. You guys are getting some really good practice with Venn diagrams. In this particular one, it has in the first circle animals that have the ability to fly, and then in this circle birds. So we had, I believe this B stood for bats, which they can fly, but they're not birds. So it's an animal with the ability to fly. And then O for ostrich, it is a bird, but it doesn't fly. And then you have R for robin, which is a bird and it can fly. So it would be in both circles. Therefore, it's in the intersection of the circles, we call it. Then we have this W out here, which is a whale. It's not a bird and it can't fly. So it's out here by itself. You were asked to identify penguin, eagle, goldfish, and cat. So hopefully you guys were able to do this. So we'll see. All right, so where did you put penguin? Can penguins fly? No, they can't fly. They shuffle. They can dance, right? They are birds. They go over here with the ostrich. What about the eagle? It's a bird. It can fly. Hey, talking about eagle, when you go to Spanish class, when do you go? Tomorrow? No, she's not going to Zoom with you tomorrow. On Friday, be sure and have Senora Still show you the picture of the eagle she took that was in her backyard. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. It's like an eagle you would see at the zoo. It was gorgeous. It was in her backyard. It's very cool. So be sure and remind her to do that. So it's a bird and it can fly. So it's going to go in the intersection here with the robin. It could be in either circle. It can be in both. Goldfish. Can goldfish fly? No. Are they birds? No. So they go over here with the whale. What about a cat? Can a cat fly? Mrs. Thomason's kind of flew off the couch, but they're not supposed to. Is it a bird? No. It's going to go over here with the whale and the goldfish. Okay? So hopefully you didn't have too much trouble. Hopefully that was a pretty easy problem solving for you. Those are kind of fun to do once in a while. All right. So let's get into our lesson. And our lesson is about estimating multiplication and division answers. Now, a lot of you don't like to estimate, but estimation is such a good skill to have. It's a good shortcut, a good time saver, and it also helps you know whether you're working a problem right or not. It helps you, am I anywhere near close to the answer? It gives you a good idea of what you're doing is correct. If we took, for instance, if I told you, now don't do this on your boards, 43 times 29. That would be very hard to do in your head because you'd be sitting here going, let's see, 43 times 29, but you're doing it in your head. 9 times 3 is 27, 7, carry the 2. Let's see, 9 times 4 is 36 plus 38, 380. And then you've got to multiply. Mind blown. Almost really hard to do. But what if I estimate the answer? 43 is pretty close to 40. And 29 is pretty close to 30. So if I've got 40 and 30, they each have zeros on the end. If I just take those two zeros and hold them over here, that leaves me with 3 times 4. What's 3 times 4? 12. Put those two zeros on the back of that 1 and 2, I get 1,200. So 43 times 29 should be about 1,200. That's my estimation. So I'm going to put about 1,200. Now this is a crazy looking thing. I don't know if I've used this with you or not. Equals These are two entirely different statements here. This says, I think it will equal 1200. I think 1200 is going to be the answer. This little wavy equal sign means it'll be approximately 1200. Not real just straight and steady with my answer. I'm kind of, it's going to be about. So that's kind of a cool thing to remember how to do, okay? Let's work this problem and see how close I got. 9 times 3, 27. 9 times 4, 36, plus 2, 38. Now I'm going to do my 20, so I'm going to bring my 0 down for the hanging outie. 2 times 3, 6. 2 times 4, 8. 7, 14. My answer is 1247, and I said it would be about 1200. I was pretty close, okay? All right, so it's kind of a handy little thing. You know, if I had gotten, what if I had forgotten to put my hangy downy 0? What if I forgot to do that? Which some of you do. I won't say who. What if I just do this? I forget to put my 0. 473. Well, if I say, well, it should be about 1200. Ooh, I did something wrong. Let me go back. What did I do? Oh, yeah, I forgot to put my 0 there. Okay? It can help you prevent mistakes. Okay? All right. So, if I had, say, 38 and 53, I want you to, in your brain, what do you think 38 times 53 would be about, approximately? What was your estimate for 38 and 53? So if you rounded 38 to 40 and you rounded 53 to 50, that would be 40 times 50. So if you take the 0 from the 40 and the 0 from the 50, and put them over here, those two zeros, those are our hanging outies. What's 4 times 5? 20. So what's 20? And then put 2 zeros on the end of that. 2,000. It's going to be about 2,000. You guys work 38 times 53 on your whiteboards. What do you get? 38 times 53. I'm going to work it over here. I got 2014, and that is pretty close to 2000. So that was a great estimate, right? Okay, so I think you guys, we've done that before. We're practicing. I want you to think about this. We can apply estimating to quotients. What do you think 1,845 divided by 6 might be? 1,845 divided by 6. What do you think the answer would be? Could we round 1,846 to a number that would be easily divided by 6? So it could be, because it's in the hundreds, so 600, we would know 600 divided by 6 is 100. But 600 isn't close to 1,846. How about what about 1,200? That's better. What's 6 times 3? 18. So what about if we went with 1,800 divided by 6? So here's the problem. 1,846 divided by 6. Well, if we just said, well, what would 1,800 divided by 6 be? What's 18 divided by 6? 3. So we would know it would be 300 if you divide it. So you can even use estimating to help you when you're doing your division. Is my answer about right? If you put 3 and you say, I'm done, my answer is 3. If you've done your estimating, you say, no, that's not right. It should be about 300 something. You know, oh, I forgot to finish. There are some of you who do this. Okay. I think that's all the lesson that you guys really need. This was a good review. A lot of the things that we've put into practice. I know at the beginning of the year we did a lot of things, and I gave you some of this material that I knew was going to be coming up in the end of the lesson, because it helps you doing some of the things that we did in the beginning of the lesson. So a lot of this stuff is review because you've already been practicing some of these things. So yay, I'm really glad that we did that now, especially since I can't be with you. So happy mathing, lesson number 93. And let's see, your lesson is 93 odd. Have fun, guys. See you tomorrow.